Hey, you got to edit this in because this is some good. We just had some good talk for like 20 minutes.
See, man, y'all don't put more work on me, nigga. Trying to figure this out. I like my shit to go smooth, man. You know,
it's not gonna be smooth with this one.
All right, I'm fine with that. We fresh off All-Star. You know what I'm saying? We could touch on that and touch about how trash that dunk contest, man. And it was funny because they was joking while talking about it, about like, you know, Reggie Miller and them was like, now it needs to end with the with the 3-point contest. You know what I'm saying? Like because it was I don't know, it was uneventful, man. It was like
I think the rules are bad.
Yeah.
I think that you get 3 tries regardless.
After 3 tries, because you lose the crowd.
Yeah.
You lose the crowd after that.
I don't care if the throw is bad. I don't care if you didn't come down with it, which they said. If you got 3 tries to make it done, babe, whatever happens, that's your fault if homeboy threw the thing. We shouldn't have to stand around and watch you do this for 15 minutes. So,
but the best contests have been no misses. Exactly. They've gotten them when they first Vince, Zach LaVine. Nobody talk about that Jason Richardson doing.
Yeah.
Nobody talk about that contest.
No, that was
Jason Richardson had one of the best dunks I ever seen in my life in that one.
Yeah, he had a few of them. The first 2, because you know Nate Robinson won it 3 times. The last one was the one where he tried that one like 15 times. The first 2, Nate showed his ass. It wasn't none of the shit he did that last one when he was missing all the time. And he 5'9", so the shit he was doing was nuts for that.
Right.
I think you just gotta get better niggas into it. You can't do not even starting.
I mean, what you said, Teef, made sense on the chat about let niggas that don't normally do it. Yeah. Or you got to get more stars. Like you got to get stars. John Moran should have been in that shit.
We had 3 tempos in the freaking All-Star weekend. One that was in the G League. Come on, man.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I think that was what's named brother though. I think that was the difference. That was Giannis.
But so what? Okay, go get 3 niggas that can dunk.
Right. Like, I think Stephen A had the best idea. If the best guys are not going to get into it, right? Y'all sponsor one of these street dudes who out here jumping over 3 motorcycles and you know do it for charity. Make sure they get money or something, but then the money go to one of the stars' charity or something like that. I mean, I think you can make it more exciting.
Let them get the money and give it and match what they win to give it to charity.
They could do that.
No, I don't think the players if you ain't gonna get into it and jump, I don't think you should get no money.
No, he's saying the players get their money and then the NBA.
No. They definitely get paid. And then that's what I'm saying. And then whatever
the
they
NBA
get paid is $10,000 and $50,000.
Match that.
Right. Yeah.
The player matches that to their favorite charity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or the NBA, whoever.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
I think that'd be a good
and give him a Kia.
Yeah, straight up. I seen a dude, like I said,
I seen a Kia that was like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Yo,
yeah, I've seen a couple of
the new Kias.
I seen a truck. I was like,
the Kia truck is nice. Yeah.
It was a commercial. I was like, yo, this is a new Porsche train?
Right. Listen, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
And it ain't cheap. Yo, look.
Hyundai, I might grab one and take the name off the back like we used to do with 4.0s.
No, but look, if you look in the inside of the Kia truck, or you look in the inside of the Kia, the 9000, that's like an Aston Martin.
No, but the
only thing you missing is the paddle.
What was it? Genesis? Kia is Genesis or
Genesis?
Hyundai? Yeah.
Oh, Genesis.
No, the Genesis
Hyundai.
is something else.
Genesis Hyundai.
Hyundai is the Genesis.
Yeah.
And the Kia has the 9000 that goes with that.
They got more luxury, more features, more safety stuff than Benzes and BMs when they freaking standard shit.
Yes. Yep. That's true.
But it is, like I said, it's the put it this way. Right now, I don't know if I can go the Hyundai route, but I would definitely, if I'd have found a Kia that would have fit before I got this Audi, I'd have definitely got one of them.
I can't do it.
It was cool. I ain't worried about that.
Listen, I might if I get the one looking right. If I get the right color, I'll fucking do it, son.
I'm not wrecking the block like we was in,
it's like
92 riding around the thing 3 and 4 times trying to grab shit.
Yeah, I'm
trying to get from point A to point B. If it's the same issue that people got with Cadillac.
Yeah, I love Cadillac.
Other than the Escalade, most black people don't, younger black people.
I got a Cadillac.
Yeah, but you're 40 years old. Guys that coming up when they 20, they want to run to the Florence, not realizing that all the features that BMW, Mercedes, and all them popped off, Cadillac came out with them first.
Yeah.
Everything. OnStar, navigation, all that shit was Cadillac first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a luxury vehicle. You get inside a top of the line Cadillac one time and just look around for a second. You be like, yeah.
Nah, the Escalade, the new Escalade.
Escalade to me, top of the line, as far as SUV is concerned.
Yeah.
It may not
selling
look
right now for like
top of the line.
10,000, 15,000 over market. New.
Yeah. Escalade not no jokes, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, because of the shortage.
The only thing that
was the freaking chip shortage.
My man used to be an Escalade dude, right? He lived in Miami. He said he drove to the airport one day to pick up somebody, and somebody tried to jump in the back of his shit like it was an Uber. He said, range ever since then. I'm not coming up back. He said it's been range ever since then. Nobody will ever excuse my shit for no Uber. He's like, I'm about to shoot this nigga. Yo, nigga grabbed my shit and then asked me to help him with his bag.
And you want him to get a Kia?
No, but I don't want him to get a Kia. He said he couldn't get an Escalade because of that. So even then he had to go to something else.
Right.
And the Escalade, if you line them up all together, Escalade probably top of the line. It's probably number one.
Still range to me. But.
Range looked better, but if I'm talking about like you line up feature for feature.
Oh, feature for feature.
Benz. I mean, the
Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Escalade.
Oh, I know you wanted to mention about the Brian Flores being hired by the Steelers.
Yeah, he was just one thing talking today saying that they tried to have him sign the NDA, and the Dolphins was like, no, I don't know why Brian is doing this, and I'm looking at it like this. He talking a lot to not have nothing, right? He definitely got a power bomb in his pocket. I don't think that anybody know, because he talking greasy. And not only that, Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins, is like the head of the like racial something committee for the NFL. He's been, it's a bunch of minorities that are.
I don't think he do. I don't think he do have the evidence.
I think he does,
because that little part about them saying they're gonna give him $100,000 for each game that they lose. Mm-hmm. That's enough to get Bob out of here. That's enough for new ownership. That's enough for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. If he had that evidence, his lawyer's gonna tell him, "Shut up," and we're gonna talk about this.
I don't think so. I think 10 years ago that would have been the case. I think that nowadays people litigate in the newspaper.
You're not going to talk about it now, so people can cover their tracks too.
You ain't got to cover your tracks if I got the paper trail.
I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it.
The reason I think he do, because this right here would body him, not only the coach in the NFL, but any place else. If you just straight up making up lies like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for him to come out with that claim, you would know. You got to know better.
Just like Colin,
just like to be your word.
If Colin Kaepernick didn't have something concrete, they'd have told him to keep on kneeling or talk your shit or whatever. He had to have something for them to settle. Now the Dolphins don't seem like they settling, right? But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. It's like at some point they got to go to court, and it can't. And he knows, and his lawyers knows that it can't be. Well, they said you got to have something in order to win, and he put his career on the line for this. That's why I think either he crazy, or he got something and he just waiting to pull it out. I don't think the Dolphins even know what it is. I think they might think they know.
That's why they keep everything on that. I think he's baking everything on that text from Bill Belichick.
Even that, he's trying to change the system. So he says it's not about money. Let's take him at his word, right? Don't have me get on the airplane or train, fly to no interview if you know you
right.
If you know you're gonna hire. Now, what me and you were talking about,
disrespectful.
Now what me and you were talking about, Teeth, was I could understand as somebody who works hard for their money, as you two men do. I should be able to hire whoever I want to. I don't care whether black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. I should be able to hire who I want to. And I shouldn't have to go through no dog and pony show of interviewing people that I don't want to fuck with. I shouldn't have to do that if I don't want to do that with what I do. Now, what I also say is this, though. That hasn't worked for a bunch of these niggas. It hasn't worked for the Giants. Hasn't worked for a bunch of these people. Hasn't worked for the Jaguars. Y'all keep on hiring these white coaches and y'all keep on losing. If that's what they want to do, allow them people to lose, right? Allow you to keep on losing. Allow you to keep on making stupid ass mistakes. Allow you to keep on making, that's your thing that you spent $2 billion for or $4 billion for. Let you run it into the ground. So finally, maybe you'll get an epiphany that, maybe I should try something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you shouldn't have to be forced to do that. That's my personal opinion.
Not something I'm buying for $7 billion.
Son, something I'm buying for $20. I shouldn't be forced to do nothing with it.
I shouldn't have to talk to nobody.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to talk. I agree.
My brother is GM. What's his credentials? He's my brother.
He's my brother. I know his mama. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. So it's like, but the minute you have to make a rule that you got to at least interview somebody, there's something wrong with the system from the beginning. But it's like, it can't really be wrong because they don't do that in the business world. Mm-hmm. They don't say they have
ownership though. That's what comes. It's ownership. It's not going to change until ownership changes. Because these old owners, they're going to fuck with who they want to fuck with.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that if I was a owner,
right,
my front. Now, first, let me say, I would get the best front office team first. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking for the best black dudes that do those jobs if I can. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good resume, then I'll rock with you. I'm definitely going to give you that chance because I know, just like Tomlin did with Flores. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is going to give him a chance. I don't think.
We forgot to even intro this. You're tuning into, you heard what I said. Yeah. Because you've been hearing what we've been saying. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do sometimes. We just start recording and just start talking before we even start the show. So here we are. This is the official start of the show. Anyway.
Unfortunately, the best conversations happen.
Yeah. Some of the best conversations.
Pre-production or on our group.
As always, I'm JP. I got my brothers Lateef and Dwight with me. What up? What up?
What up, people?
It's been a minute, but
this is our first of the year?
No.
Oh, we haven't.
This like I got our second in the last 4 months or something, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Man, life.
Consistency, man. That's what we're about. Consistency. Anyway, so much has been going on, but I think, one thing that we got to tackle, because I know I just watched it. I know y'all watched it. The first part, because I know there are 3 parts of the documentary on Kanye called Genius. Over 20 years, like I've heard of the guy. What's his name? Cootie and another guy. Cootie and Cheeky. Like I've heard their names, I've seen their names before, but I didn't know like he was with him the entire from the beginning. Like all this footage was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
How you sit on this for 20 years?
I've seen, you've seen clips of it, like in a Kanye video, like his first video for The Wire. I think that when they first got the Rockefeller chain, that part of the video was in there, and certain things with his mom I've seen before, but like, him going to the apartment and talking to his mom for that long, like, that was dope. Seeing that conversation with
the fact that she knew his lyrics and
that's
dope.
I was just like, that was so dope. Like she even if she know the word, she knew she kept flowing to the word, came back or whatever.
It's like, I like this one. Like, you should do
that. Yeah. That's that first episode almost explains exactly why Homeboy been the way he been.
He's really the same person.
But to lose his mom, who was that type of, like, we knew they was close. Right. But seeing that kind of footage was like, she was really like his everything. Coach, biggest fan,
cheerleader, all that. Absolutely.
Gave him a little sister, gave him a little OG. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she was and I know he's okay with his dad. You know what I'm saying? Dad actually used to live near me when I was living in Silver Spring. Mm-hmm. But not having her, and she also seemed like the one person that, and I'm not gonna say that he's, because Kanye, so I'm not gonna disrespect him. But there are times when he might have said something that he might have shouldn't have said, or went too far when it came to certain things. I think that if his mom was around, she'd be able to rein him in. I think right now, not having her and adding, $500 million to that changes a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it just has you, in a different lane. So I thought the first doc was incredible, and being able to see it, the see that was cool. It reminded us of the Kanye that I became a fan of. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was, even though he's the same person, of course, it seemed like he's 4 lifetimes away from that dude he was back then.
I think
both in good ways and bad, but and not so good ways. Let me not say bad.
I think it's a perfect time for this thing to come out with all that's going on with him now. You know, not necessarily positive things like that, but it gets you. It kind of, for those who don't know Kanye from that early on, because there's entry points where people came to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Us, we knew him from the beginning because we was tapped in and we're of that age. So for those who don't know him, it's a good time to look back on how much he's done or how he started to where he is now and see the, you know what I'm saying? It kind of reminded a bunch of us, but it's really new to everybody else, especially with the footage. It's crazy. And you see how hard he worked. Man. That footage is crazy. See how hard he worked, and it's and how like he had a lot of memories too. And them songs been in the cut. Jesus Walked, that been in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
You know what was interesting? And I actually felt bad for him when they had this scene. He back home. He talking to the dudes that kind of put him on. Yeah. And they giving each other love. Yeah. Then later on that night,
I was confused at first. Me and my wife was like, "Is this the same day?"
I swear, I thought they had messed up on the editing. Like, hold up, that couldn't have been the same night. He got the same clothes on. Like, look, what's going on? And he got to go, and he all happy to be home, seeing dudes. He giving them love on camera, and then hours later, I gotta hear, "Son, you didn't just do this record today. You had this.
You had it.
You had it. Me and you.
When I saw you earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever problem you had, we could have hollered at it. Dealt with it right then and there. You're gonna go on the radio and diss me? And then when I see y'all later, y'all talking about, yo, you need a hug, or, this is hip hop. No, nigga.
That's why we don't know you now. What's his name again?
Right. That was crazy. I respected them for approaching them. Got there, approached them, and they talk like, I was like,
and then when he called, he made the call. Dude was pressed. Dude was shook in that seat.
Yeah, he was.
When he called, he's like, yeah, ain't no street shit. Ain't no street shit.
Right. Oh yeah. Because that could have went 1,000 other ways with the wrong person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Had that been
Tried it with Beanie.
Had that been Beanie Siegel or one of them Chicago dudes. I mean, like not like them dudes. I'm talking about like the drill rapper dudes.
Yeah.
Lil Durk and them type dudes. They'd have laid him. They'd have left him right where they found him.
That's crazy.
And to be honest, off of the disrespect, you could have understood. Like, dogs, I just saw you.
Just saw you, man.
I just saw you. We hugged each other, son. I told my man on camera, we doing the joint. This is my man. He put me on this, that. And then hours later, you got a record already in the tuck, and you playing it, and you telling me how I'm not this and I'm not that.
Because I ain't mentioned your name in a magazine interview that they edited out.
Right.
I forgot that's what it was over.
It's crazy.
Now you gotta get out the car, B.
I gotta dirty your back pockets, and we can be cool after that. Right. But I gotta dirty your back off of that alone. Like, no. So you mad at me, and you go put a record out on me in my hometown because of I ain't write it, dog.
Right.
Oh, I forgot it was over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it showed a lot. It showed you how, persistent he was. I mean, he was already making beats for cats, but going up there and rhyming for people in the office. The chick Shaka, she was looking at him when he was rhyming like.
Nobody was paying. I was bugging out. Nobody was paying attention. No. And that particular record, seeing how big it came.
Yeah.
But Wayne will clear that up though. He's like, he had played it 10 times already before that.
Oh,
you see that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That sounds right. That sounds about right too.
So and at the time, got it.
And at the time, that wasn't Charlene. I think he went to Charlene after that, Jay's assistant.
Carly.
But was that Shaka?
Shaka.
No, Shaka first. Then he went to Charlene.
Shaka first.
Yeah,
Shaka didn't have the decision-making ability either.
Right.
Fact.
I remember being
Carlene, to be honest.
Right. But he don't care. He didn't care. He didn't care. Somebody need to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was crazy though.
He could have got a DJ. That wasn't the issue. It was him listening to it. I'm doing records for you. I could have just played it in the studio one day.
No, not back then.
You remember? It's Dame. Dame is the reason why Kanye got signed as an artist. It's Dame.
Yeah, Jay didn't listen to shit. Jay didn't listen to shit, and you couldn't just play Jay shit either. Yeah, I used to be in that Universal building a lot. You couldn't go in that back corridor.
That's real. That is real, man.
But what's crazy about the doc too is that this nigga's walking around with a whole camera crew in the Universal building, in studios. Nobody had camera phones, nothing.
Right.
This is back when you ain't want to be on camera.
No, but he got that from Dame too, because Dame had Choke around, walking around with him.
That was the same time?
So that was after Choke time. Don't forget, Dame was in a Rockefeller office beefing with stuff with Jay-Z. Kanye wasn't even signed then. You know what I'm saying? This is early days. You know what I'm saying? Choke got all that, and Dame and Jay made sure he.
But Dame was Dame though. Kanye was still like nobody knew him. Really?
Yeah, but he wasn't. He also wasn't hurting nothing. They probably had the little camcorder joint. You know
it wasn't a big. Like,
it was like one dude with a little crazy that you just walking around.
Oh yeah,
like,
true. And they got
you not also, superstar.
Let's remember, he was getting paid 40, 50 grand a beat. He said at that particular time. It wasn't like he was like somebody just sending beats off of SoundCloud. He was getting it. He was known in there, so it wasn't like it was just some movie.
That time, because that was all after Blueprint. That was after Blueprint.
Yeah.
So,
this was,
you know what I mean?
Super Rockefeller days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they probably said, "Oh, that's Kanye."
How about Scarface was supposed to be on Jesus Walks?
Nuts.
Scarface on that hook? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo, he never came back. He never came back.
I know he watching it like.
I was like, wow, that's crazy. I was like, yo, it was definitely good to see that. Like, those
definitely, it's also like a testimony to, like you said earlier, John, like how hard he worked. Nobody gave son nothing. He earned everything that he did.
And you know, Cootie, who's narrating it as well, like him to take the leap of faith to follow Kanye to New York. Like, he was a straight up comedian. He was a straight comedian. And change, like, you know, that's crazy. And who, like, look what it turned out to be.
Say it worked. It definitely worked.
I mean, and it always makes, when I see stuff like that, it always makes you think of how many other producers were trying to do the same thing and never made it. Not because it wasn't nice, but just, you know,
just didn't get that.
Don't go that way.
Yeah, didn't get that. That's the good thing about nowadays, though, is because of technology.
True.
That grind is a lot less. Not that you know you still don't have to you know put yourself out there, but it's a lot less than I gotta look into the phone book and find out the address to where Def Jam and Tommy was there, and I gotta go up there. Hopefully, get into the building to go upstairs. Like, you may not be able to get on the elevator.
Fam.
You might have to wait outside, just wait for somebody to come through with your tape or something, and hope that they listen to you and you don't get smacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta know the right person. You gotta know the right person in the building to get in there.
It's the same thing as to say, like when we was throwing parties, you used to have to go and put a flyer on every car in parking lot in and around Morgan, up and down Cold Spring and Hillen, in every parking lot, and do all that stuff, and hope that they come, and then go door to door to sell tickets. Nowadays, people do all that shit with the press of a button.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Mike Lighty, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Lighty, man.
Yeah,
got me in a lot of buildings, man.
For real, man.
Mike's still in it too.
Yeah, he's still on that promo game hard, man.
Yeah. Another Morganite, we out
here. I mean, but yeah, it was definitely dope to see. So, I mean, I look forward to the next couple other parts. But I think Latif, you're buying the STEM player so you can have Donda too, right? That's what you're doing?
I'm not buying the STEM player. I'm fine with him saying I'm not streaming my music. You gotta buy it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But have somewhere for me to buy it from.
Right.
Like he has the stemplayer.com is where the Donda stream was last night.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the show. Fine. Sell the music there. I don't want the STEM player.
Right.
I'm not buying the STEM player. I will buy the music. I'm fine with that.
You don't have physical copies?
No, you have to buy the stem player, and the music is on there.
Right, because it's not going to be on stream service. So does that mean it's not going to be on iTunes where you can purchase it? Because some things you can purchase,
right,
not stream.
I don't think so. No.
I bet you it ends up there at some point.
It's going to end up there. So
they just said something about him just turning down the Apple deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it. I saw something turned down $100 million, and it came out with this.
So I mean, yeah, he's gonna. I think he's gonna alienate a lot of people with that. I mean, plenty of people will buy it.
I don't think that
he sold a lot of units already.
I don't think that the stem thing. I don't think that the player is the issue. I think the $200 price is the issue. You know what I'm saying? I think that player,
the price and the device. I don't want another device. I have a phone.
Right.
I don't want anything else. I'll buy the music. If you said the album was $100, I would probably buy it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that I'm fine with that.
I think it's gonna almost be like, remember when Jay-Z's album, when Magna Carta came with the Samsung?
Yeah.
When he bought, and it was only on the Samsung if you got or whatever. But then
eventually, time.
But then eventually, I think that's what's gonna happen with Donda too.
I don't know if it happened with him. Oh, he's so much into his ownership and his brand that I don't know.
Okay.
Kanye different. Yeah, Kanye might be a different dude. I think that Jay knew that would severely cut. And at that particular time, it wasn't like Jay wasn't cake, but like there was no issue. He's still on a label, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta, so you know, and Samsung bought up what $500,000 or $1 million in them joints anyway. So
$1 million. They bought $1 million.
Yeah, because it went platinum instantly.
Platinum before it came out.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Kanye is that one guy who will say, this is the new wave in releasing your music. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, with this and then the little streaming of the concert rollout he had wasn't a bad rollout. You know what I'm saying? I think $200 was crazy for the price point. I think if he did it for $100, $75, I think $100 he'd have got. Yeah. He might have sold double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's probably going to make more money off of what he sells with these stems than he would off of album sales anyway.
I agree with that because it's all his.
A lot of fans just not going to get the music.
But don't he release his music through his own label anyway? Through Good Music, like Nas doing through Mass Appeal now.
But it's still
no. He still has a I think he's off it now. Yeah,
I don't know what
I think he's off it now though.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah,
you got to be off of it. That's the only way they would allow him to do this.
Yeah, I don't know what his status is as far as record labels.
Yeah, I don't think he's with a label right now.
Okay. I mean, at this, I mean, listen, there are plenty lesser artists that we don't really know about that make a good living off of what they do without being played on the radio. So big stars, they can do it. Right. Big stars can do it and benefit even more because they have the cachet, the years of the catalog of people and the fans that will follow them whatever they do. Don't make a difference.
Donda was on Def Jam.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing about it is maybe I don't know if those things are unlimited. Maybe that's what he should have did. Maybe he should have did it as a limited, like maybe had 100,000 of them shits and had them at a certain price and then went through that point. I think if he'd have limited them in 10 years, them shits would have been worth a crazy amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Especially being Kanye. If he would have
limited them to cut the price, they would be on a resale market.
True, for $500.
That's true.
Yeah,
if not more.
That's true.
They might Who's to say they might
still be?
Yeah. Because I don't think he's going to sell. But I don't know. But I think he had to think about, like Chief said, most people feel the way he feels. I don't want another device.
Yeah.
No.
I got a tablet. I got a laptop. I got 2 laptops, and I got a phone, 2 phones.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not, on certain things, I don't even pull them up on certain devices. It's like I already got too much stuff going in there. I don't even load up my cache and all that shit.
Right.
But Kanye's a different dude, man. I think maybe the next alliteration with this will be something more affordable, closer to that $100 range or that $50 range. And this may be a new thing for because can you take it off the device and put it on your phone?
I have no idea, man.
Because if you're allowed to do that, maybe there's something to it.
But then what am I doing with the stem player? I don't need a $200 coaster.
Yeah, I just
or paperweight. Like
the pack. Yeah, maybe should do that as a zip drive or something like that instead of a full.
Just put it on your site and have people be able to download it from your site.
Yeah, do that and make vinyl and sell that for $100. Make the vinyl and sell that for $200. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That some exclusive shit. People eat that up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen. Regardless, it's going to work out for him.
Or even tell Apple, listen, I'll rock with y'all. Y'all get 20% though. You want 20% of this or 100% of nothing.
Right. This is true.
Isn't that how Chance the Rapper deal was a little bit? I think Apple got a bigger slice though, of course. But...
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing something though. Because his first joint that went crazy was a mixtape, man.
Yeah,
it was
the acid.
They put it on Apple later.
Right.
But then didn't the joint that he won the Grammys and all that shit, wasn't that like put out?
That was his first album.
Okay, then the one after that was put out through Apple.
Yeah, the second album, which was trash. His first album was good. The mixtape was better, but the mixtape wasn't on streaming until later.
I'm not a chance.
Yeah, I think regardless of what he does, it's going to work out for him. It's going to generate something. And I know somewhere we're going to hear it, even if we don't get this. I know the music's going to find its way somewhere to us. Yeah. You know, it's inevitable. So, it's inevitable.
What I heard last night, some of them joints, he got that joint with the Migos. Yo, what's the fat boy? Nobody talk about Takeoff.
There's a fat boy in Migos? Like
in Migos. Who's the third one nobody talking about?
Okay.
the non-athletic.
I know you're talking about not Cardi B's husband and not Quavo.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Quavo. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Offset like that, man.
I didn't disrespect him like that. Cardi B's husband, they're not married. My bad. They're not married. Okay.
Cardi B's
man. Oh, they are married. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not invested in that shit.
He got nice. He got nicer.
Okay.
Like
that guy.
He's like the best. He might be the best one in the group right now.
But clearly they're better together, those three, because they've all come out solo and it didn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I mean, when is speaking of Kanye, when's Push the Joint come out? When the whole album come out? Did he say?
No, they didn't give a date. No, I was hoping it was Friday. I don't know.
I just have a feeling because he said half of it's produced by Kanye and the other half by Neptunes.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And remember, the last album was magnificent with the Whitney Houston cover.
It was the best one. It was definitely the best one by far out of that group of albums.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. With Tiana Taylor.
Nas, Tiana Taylor.
Oh, yo, that Nas album compared to the last three he's done with him.
Like, night and day don't do enough to describe the difference in them.
I remember the big pomp and circumstance with that when Nas, they went back to Queensbridge and they had a listening party in Queensbridge for that album. I was like,
yeah,
listen to that show. Like,
but
good rollout.
It was a good album.
What'd you say?
Kanye is Push's hit boy. Like the music they make together, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that beat is 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, him and 88 Keys, Kanye 88 Keys did it. But it's crazy. It's a good music. Yeah. 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's like shit.
Wasn't the same thing with wasn't Lean Back like the beef of that 12 years old or some shit like that?
It's always stories of people who passed up on beats. You'd be surprised. I love stories like that.
I think it was. I think Joe said Lean Back was like a 10-year-old beat.
Yeah, I think Fat Joe passed on Candy Shop, and what you call it, gave it to 50.
Yeah,
like stuff like that. So I'm sure people had heard the beat, but didn't, and then I'm sure. That too. Yeah. So the fact that beat is like good music doesn't, doesn't really age.
The illest turned down a beat story. One of them is. Jay-Z turned it down, Pump It Up.
Yeah.
Joe taking it, making a hit out of it. and Jay doing the sneaker rollout, taking the beat, telling Just he was gonna borrow it, and then dissing Joe through the whole shit. Call son Sean Bradley and all that shit.
But he said he wasn't talking to nobody in particular.
Son, you did it over my beat that I just my biggest hit. You did the beat over there.
Flow just follicular homicide.
Yeah.
Picking up dots.
And then told my manager, "Hold up, yo. I'm gonna use this for it. I'll give it back in a second. Hold up."
Shout out this game.
Yeah, and the sneakers coming out.
That was crazy, but
Harold Miner and Sean Bradley.
I need to find out when that Pusha dropping.
Well, why you did Sean Bradley like that? You're not an athlete. You Sean Bradley.
Because Sean Bradley was just a 7'6" nigga. Rich forever off that shit, but
this Sean Bradley.
Actually, God bless him. Didn't he pass?
J.R. Ryder.
Yeah. Washed up on marijuana. Jay's a rude.
This is one of the random questions I had. I had a list. I got a whole list too. We talked about the one with Future and Sierra in them. My other one was, how do like celebrities or famous people feel first time you might be out with your people in the club, like especially back in the day, new joint come on, it's banging, y'all rocking to it, and then you hear yourself getting dissed in it.
Remember they said Ja Rule and them used to go and flip the DJ's set over when he tried to play 50 records a day in the club.
Like, no, but you knew that was a diss record on you, right? You knew that was here, you knew it was coming, you heard about it, whatever. What's Shorty from Precious? How'd she feel the first time she heard that Kanye line in the song?
Oh, my bitch, like your bitch like Precious.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and you out with your girls in the club.
That
standing on the couch. and so you said everybody look back at you like see your reaction.
Yo, wow. Anyway, I gotta find out when that like Pusha T is coming.
That ain't like that J-Lon. So he was riding. Stephon Marbury.
Oh yeah. But you did get robbed at the lights. I didn't make it up.
What can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do? Crazy. But
New Yorkers, boy, y'all eat y'all young.
Yeah, I definitely need to find out when the Pusha T joint come, because I'm definitely.
I was kind of hoping he kind of waited and dropped in the summertime, but it might be some.
Nah, man, drop that.
Coming in the summer.
I need that.
Time is ready, especially.
Yeah, I need that.
We don't get a chance to sit with music, man. That's the only reason why I'm like because by the time I run through Pusha's joint, well, I'm a Pusha T fan, so that stay in rotation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess.
I'll live with shit I want to live with, and then I'll get to shit I want to get to it. Like I'm not, like I don't care. Like sometimes, like I ain't heard it yet. I'll get to it in a second. I need to focus on a certain album, a couple albums, whatever, because it's too much shit at one time, man.
That's how I'm a TV show.
Were you trying to say something slick, man?
I ain't said nothing, man.
You said something slick. You said something slick.
The Conway come out this week.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely checking that out. Always. I saw the track listing. He got a Justice League joint on there.
Yeah.
We are talking about
Conway. His album dropped on Friday. God don't make mistakes.
Huh? He's got fucking.
He just threw that out. He even said, "I'm just throwing this out before the album come out." Yeah.
And when you bomb, you hear him talking about the release date. So
yeah,
that would say he just went like.
Listen, I mean, this is what they do, man.
Yeah, they're prolific. They're prolific. I give them that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to 10 to Talk 4 as well. Like those, all the nice niggas. I need to check out Big Crit, because I'm a fan of Big Crit. I didn't check out this new album though. Like, I
listened to that one. Yeah.
I gotta listen to that. So I mean, it's
when I drive out to Palm Springs, I have some time to listen to some shit. But
nice.
Up until then, it ain't happening.
Yeah, I'm still.
So it's the same thing with TV. I haven't seen the new season of Ghosts, right? They had already finished that one, started the Tommy one already. I saw the first 3 episodes of the Tommy joint. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. But luckily I didn't have to watch that one to see the Tommy shit. But there's a bunch of other shit that I haven't seen. Nigga, I just got around to watching the Rick James doc like 2 weeks ago.
I gotta watch that too.
So that shit was incredible.
I've seen that shit like 3 times.
I haven't seen it yet. It's on. What's it on?
Showtime.
Showtime. All right, I gotta check it out. It's just there's so much stuff.
I got to finish this Bill Cosby doc too.
I didn't even get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Abbott Elementary.
Hilarious.
Yo.
That shit funny. Shout out to Quinta Brunson.
Yeah, man. The
So
principal.
the last one where she was like,
principal?
"You know what you do since 8th grade." Wait, you
the
principal since 8th grade?
Principal is hilarious on that show.
Yo, she is hilarious, man. Yo, everybody on that show, I love the awkwardness with all that shit. Yo, the shorty man who want to be a rapper.
You want to be a rapper? Yeah. He is funny.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, I'm so glad I found
this is like show. This is like the Black Office.
Yeah.
In
the school. Yep. Yeah, the Janet's hilarious.
I haven't seen the, they did the Wonder Years over.
I haven't seen that either. Yeah.
I watched a couple of episodes.
That said it was pretty good.
How is it?
Yeah. I like it. It's just, I don't know.
That's ABC, right? It's on ABC?
I like little kid stuff. I'm not, I don't really get too into it though.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that. I definitely want to give it a chance.
We need some more wholesome entertainment though. We used to have it. You know what I'm saying? We need to have a little bit more of that family TV.
Yeah, it's good for the kids.
Yeah. But that's fair. That's the time that you're supposed to do that kind of shit.
I mean, this is the last season for Blackish.
Yeah, the wholesome stuff I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now I'm into Billions.
I
understand about 60% of what they're talking about, but I love it.
Yo, I was watching.
I learned a lot watching.
I haven't watched the most recent one. I was watching because I'm getting to real quick because I know you watched the TV. Because Axe is not on it this season. It's a new the new guy, Michael.
6 episodes in, baby.
Oh, you in? Okay. Yo, when he was talking to, I guess they had made they was trying to make a big play with trying to bring the Olympics to New York City, and they had the free Wi-Fi and it goes to Africa, but he boxed the whole deal. And she was like, she's like, yo, I'm trying to get out of this. And she was talking to the other girl, like, once I hit 100 mil, I'm out. And, and she told her boss that. He was like, you got a number, don't you?
Not enough.
It's not enough. 100 mil is not enough. He's like, I'm independently wealthy. He's like, I'm around 10 billion. He was like, you're kind of rich.
You're kind of
rich. Yo, son, I was, and she's close to 100 million because she said she was close to 100 million already. He was like, I'm independently wealthy. You're kind of rich. Yo, the way he said, I was just like, wow. Wow, son.
Real dismissive too.
Real dismissive.
Not for nothing.
Like basically, you're broke to me.
Yeah, but he was between 100 million and 10 billion.
But listen, he was in his office about buying a boat that was going to be 600 million.
Yeah,
telling this man like his boat was going to be made in like 3 years, and the price tag was 600 million. He was like, all right, I just don't want no carbon footprint on this boat. Like,
so I love this. Funny shit. I started buying the little gram things of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I would do some shit where I contribute money to this thing, and every time I reach the amount for a gram, they send it to me, and it comes in these little cards with a little gram bar in there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Billions second season, I think. Axe and Shorty, the heat coming on Axe, right, and they go into the little room in their crib.
Oh yeah,
and where they had the stash at,
the gold bar.
And you saw them gold bars and the shit in the safe and the bonds and all that shit. And I was like, okay. It's a TV show, but this nigga's a billionaire, right? I mean, he got gold bars in his crib. Just know, like, yo, if I gotta grab these and go, I could go. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let me see how much he's doing. Now, an ounce of gold is expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Super expensive,
yeah. But you could buy them shits by the gram, you know what I'm saying, and just get up. So that's what I've been doing. And I just give it to my kids, you know what I'm saying, when I get older. But it's like, I started getting some of that shit. Because I know, gat and silver, because the way the shit they got to use to make cell phones, silver always going to be in demand. So
my uncle went to Dubai and grabbed some gold.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
It used to be illegal to own gold bars.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
In the United States. Because that's money they can't trace.
Of course. That makes sense.
And it's money that it goes up while it's just sitting there and they can't track it.
They can't do nothing about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but almost everywhere around the world, that's good for something.
Yeah.
You got a real gold bar, you can exchange it for damn near anything if they know what the worth of it,
Right.
Worth of it.
Yo, last thing about Billions, like the episode before last, y'all know me. They're still doing the Olympic thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's a whole bunch of meetings. Everybody's walking in, but every person that walked in, they would stop the frame and like detail everything that they got on and the price point.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I pause it. I pause it every time. Every time I paused it to see what was.
I don't want y'all to ruin it for me, but I guess it don't matter. Listen. What happened to Axe?
Man, Bobby Axelrod?
Yeah, what happened?
He was trying too hard to get him and Chuck and
they hold back.
Their beef.
Yeah.
He made the wrong play that got him jail time.
Okay.
He had to dip out.
Yeah, to dip out of there, man.
That was one of my favorite shows, and then just with life and shit, I just got thrown off of it. So I probably
great show.
The middle of the third season.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I was trying to tell you what happened. Well, you already know he's going.
Yeah, I know he's going. Right. I don't know how he's going. I knew he was going when I was seeing the advertisement on it, and I've seen dude in other TV shows. I don't know what his name is, the bald head guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they replace Axe or something else? So
I like him in this role though.
I like him too. Yeah, he
fits. The first episode, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but now I like it.
Yeah,
but most of the stuff I've seen him in, he's played the rich asshole. Remember, he was in Ant-Man. He was the guy who was taking over the.
He fits that role.
Yeah.
He's probably like 6'5".
Yeah.
Yep.
In shape.
Very. Yeah.
He gives off money. Like
I was about to say, he looked like he got done.
Right. Yeah. Right. Makes sense.
I don't know if I told y'all this before. Years ago, well, when I first came back here, I was working at this law firm, and they were very heavy into entertainment, who they represented. Mm-hmm. So one of the days, I'm watching this show on TV. It was like a HBO show, and the character was a powerful attorney, right? Now I used to see the managing partner, who the firm was named after, walking around and stuff, and he looked like he was the guy who was in charge, right? Mm-hmm. So one day I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, why does motherfucker look so familiar? Like, he looked wild familiar. I go the next day. I'm only at this firm for like a month before I go to my other job. So I asked one of the attorneys that I was working with, like, yo, does his last name was Howard. Mr. Howard, he's ever been on TV before? And she started laughing. She was like, you saw the episode last night of so-and-so. And I was like, yeah. She's like, is that him? She's like, yeah, that's him. Every now and then he does stuff like that for his clients. Just, they need somebody who look like him to be in this position. People that sit around, seriously, people that sit around boardrooms, somebody, the head of a movie. It was, what is the name of the show with Entourage?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
He was the head of the movie studio. Mm-hmm. Clean shaven, white coach cop hair, always walked around with a suit. Every time you showed him, he was sitting behind some big ass desk. You know what I'm saying? Telling somebody to kiss his ass. That was we were. So I used to see him walking around. I was like, damn, I know I've seen it before. She was like, and they was running Entourage on HBO at this particular time. So she's like, you saw Entourage last night? I was like, yeah. Every now and then he plays those roles because he typecast. He looks like
that
guy. You know what I'm saying? He probably got about 10 credits. Like, I had no idea. He's in a bunch of stuff. Yeah. He's in a movie with way back in the day when he was younger, with Michael Douglas.
Black Rain?
Nah, he played Wall Street dude. Might have been Wall Street.
Wall Street. Wall Street. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Wall Street. And then the thing that he was in recently was on he was in Survivor's Remorse. Mm-hmm. And played the team owner when they was at some of the meetings or something.
So he's been looking like money for a minute.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. He's about kind of tall, 6'3", 6'4". I mean, he's a lot older now. He probably maybe mid-60s. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like, always walking around, cufflinks on. You could tell he ain't buy shit off the rack. He just looked like he got
right.
A little dough. No, and he don't look like the smarmy mob, attorney. He looked like the guy that represent J.P. Morgan. You know what I'm saying?
Like Ryan Flores attorney, right?
Yeah. He come in there. He got his hands in his pockets. Got 5 people behind him with briefcases and shit. And somebody whisper, "Oh, that's so and so. He just came in." Must be what it is.
Y'all got Peacock?
Huh?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, have y'all seen the? So you haven't seen the?
I haven't seen it.
I saw the first one. I saw the first one. Yeah,
I haven't seen
very good. I love the way that they.
I mean, the
trailer. I'm not gonna tell y'all too much, but I like the way they updated it and didn't make it
follow like the show.
It's not a sitcom.
Right.
No, not at all.
You can tell. Yeah, you can tell from the from the trailer.
Yeah.
You can tell from the trailer.
Definitely some funny parts in it, but it's definitely not a sitcom, and it ain't for kids either. That's for high school and up. I'm thinking
high school and up. Yeah.
I've been following the filmmaker who's responsible for that. I forgot his name, Cooper something, or maybe his last name is Cooper. Anyway, he's done a lot of different things. Like over the years, I've been following him on IG, and all his projects are really dope. So when he got this, and I was just like, wow, it's just a great look, man. And it looks great. Everybody, or the whole cast, like it looks great. Like
you got Fire Stick,
yeah, I got Fire Stick.
You can look at it. You can find it there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check.
Let me know if you need one of the apps. I'll send you the ones that you can find it on. But
okay. Yeah, I got a couple Fire Sticks. Yeah, I definitely wanted to check that out. Man. I'm glad it actually happened, because how it happened was the guy made a fake trailer about the Fresh Prince, and Will Smith saw it, and then I guess it kind of started from that, because he made the
filmmaker.
He made a fake trailer on his own
filmmaker.
First. Yeah. Like he just, because the people in the trailer, the fake trailer, are not the people who are actually in the show now.
So it's actually his storyline.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, man.
That's man. You gotta act like you want it. You know what I'm saying?
I was a great idea, man, and it got noticed, and look at it now, man. It's great.
Never did like Carlton though.
Yo, listen, the Carlton in this one make you want to punch him. Yo, remember how people hated Tariq in Power?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the level that homeboy is. Like, somebody gotta beat his ass. You know, you get
first
tired.
episode end.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta see it. I definitely gotta see it.
But very good. And the last episode, it turned up a little bit. I ain't gonna say what happened, but
how many episodes altogether? How many episodes?
4 been out so far.
Oh, 4. Oh, so okay.
I only watched the first one.
I think they stream the first 3 at once, and then they come every week after that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it's getting good reviews from people. I've seen people talk about it like, yo, this is not what I expected, in a good way. You know,
and since we're TV, the God Franklin Saint returns.
Oh yeah,
yes sir.
Right.
Yeah, on Friday.
Yo,
February 25th.
Let me tell you something.
So far back.
As far as shows go, this is probably the show I'm most excited to see, because you know how I feel. Like I got certain, like Kane is my favorite character in Ghost Power Book 2. Kane, I love Kane.
Yeah, I like Kane. He didn't get murdered, but he's
the uncle in Snowfall.
Yeah,
that's he always reminds me of a member of he always reminds me of a member of Full Force.
I think everybody
remember Full Force.
He looks like
everybody got an uncle like that. But everybody got an uncle or older cousin like homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And they do a great the acting on that.
Right.
Everybody on there is good.
Yeah. Everybody.
Storyline, the action,
and the trail looks like it's gonna be some problems with him and the uncle and the aunt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it's gonna be some issues
because he business minded, and they can't see the vision.
Yeah,
they can't see the vision.
Yeah,
but then again, like Franklin moved, like they were supposed to be a unit, and even though he was the head, he made some stuff that put them in danger. Made some moves that put them in danger, and and the dude is like, I feel you talking about business, but this is my whiz, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is my, I got to look out for her. You know what I mean? And you putting us in danger like that, then we gotta do our own thing. So I don't think he wanted to leave Franklin. I think he, cared about him wanting to be different. But Franklin's ambition, while it works for them, it got to, let's keep it 100. Got a couple people bodies. His dad, it ain't Franklin's fault that his dad going. His dad should have shut the hell up. But
that guy we deserve, man.
Yeah.
Yo, another little nigga that gets on my nerves now is Jonas from Ozark.
He got to get killed.
I can't stand fucking Jonas.
Yo, he's acting like the sister was on season prior, but now she's in line and he's acting up.
He's making me not like his father anymore. Like Marty, I don't like Marty.
Marty just like everything. Marty's demeanor is just.
You got to hit him in his throat. You got to hit him in his throat. Like, What are you doing?
Marty never been that kind of parent, though.
Never.
He never.
Because his daughter was the one wilding out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. When his son is going to be there, he's supposed to have his son like in the yoke in the basement, like,
yeah.
Yo, I'm like playing with you all here.
That's when not
putting
that fear guard early in the kids. You need to put that fear guard early in them.
Yeah,
that's what that's about.
What's your problem? You gonna go over here and work with this chick that shaved your head? Like what?
I understand that you're mad that your mom's killed your uncle, but he just don't understand. He had a good relationship with his uncle, and I get it.
But that was her brother. How you think?
I know. That's what I'm saying. But
he's about to get all y'all killed.
But he's at the age where parents beef with their kids anyway.
Her brother was wild.
So he was wild.
He had to go.
He had to go.
Yeah, he had to go.
Sorry. See, some of these shows, I like them. They're not really realistic sometimes, though. Like,
but see, you know,
it's still entertainment, though.
The uncle who got out of here. What's the little blonde hair girl? What's her name?
Ruth.
She been thrown over a bridge like.
I like Ruth though. She's funny though.
I hate her.
Justina Timberlake.
You think she like Justin Timberlake?
She look just like Justin Timberlake.
She do that.
She look just like that.
The young one when his hair was blonde and curly.
Exactly. Young Justin. It was like Justin Timberlake, son.
That's hilarious, son. I never even thought about that.
I look at. I used to be like you, Teeth. Like, though, I try to throw the realism in it, then realize like I can't do that.
Man.
It'll mess up the
right.
For example, y'all watched the new episode, the Tommy shit yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he be able to go? A white guy be able to go to a place like Chicago?
No,
but just be good like that. He's supposed to be in a river somewhere.
But that's not even. There's no hint of realism in those shows.
And that's what I'm saying. I had to stop.
That's more reality TV to me than like Ozark and Snowfall. Snowfall and Ozark are like documentary level TV.
Okay.
Power
didn't always start. Power didn't start out like that. I felt like it was a little bit accurate, but go ahead.
Once we started hating Ghosts, that's when Power went down.
I never hated Ghosts.
Yeah, I never hated
Ghosts. First 3 years of Power, Ghost was my favorite character. Last 2 episodes of Power, I was happy they popped his fucking head off. Because you, sir, are putting the whole shit in jeopardy over this old knee fucking Fed. We're gonna send everybody to jail.
Old knee.
She got him out of jail.
I used to call him Old Knees Angie.
She got him out of jail.
Yo, that's the name of the pod.
At the expense of he's about to throw his whiz under the bus.
She wanted him to be a drug dealer the rest of his life.
Yo, Tasha gets fuck Tasha. She gets she wanted him to sell drugs for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life.
He was ready to get. He was trying to get out the game.
You.
Yo, yeah. Fuck that, man. She don't get a pass.
Makeup too.
He should have been able to sit Tasha down and explain
and say, "I want a divorce."
Ghost
can get
everything. He can get anybody to do whatever he wanted to do. He's supposed to sit her down and tell her, "Look, we're not doing this." I know he tried to talk to her, and I know she did all that shit, but she just couldn't see the vision. Now, was she stupid? 1,000%. I'm not taking anything away from her. I'm just saying he started making crazy moves because of his love for Angie that the first 3 seasons Ghost wouldn't have made. And I was like, "Son, what are you talking? Like, why do you keep on doing this over this chick? She's the feds.
Right.
She's supposed to go from the door. The minute you found out she was the feds, she was supposed to go. And if you didn't want to kill her, then you leave her alone. You can't be with no fed. Not even if you stop selling drugs. Even if you stop selling drugs, you can't be with no fed. You know too much.
Nobody knew he was Ghost. Nobody knew.
Yo, but here's the thing. She wasn't just the feds. She was the love of his fucking life.
The love of his life.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Love makes you do stupid things, but that's the difference. He loved her.
That was the one. That was another unrealistic thing about Power. He told Shorty, "I just lost the love." Told his wife, "Yo, you got to understand, I just lost the love of my life," and she didn't immediately go to the kitchen and grab a knife. Any of our women that we told that wild shit to.
They was already broke up.
Regardless, it don't matter if she knew what it was. It don't care. It don't matter if she knew what it was. You putting your life in your hands saying some shit like that to any woman. A black woman.
She had the limo driver try and kill him. Fuck her. Sean.
She was trying to run away with Sean.
Kanan's son.
Where was she running away to with Sean?
She didn't. Listen, it was a dumbass. It was a stupid. I don't even know. Look, I don't even know how they introduced that. Like, that's another unrealistic thing. Okay, she was with this millionaire drug dealer. She gonna leave with the driver, and the way the driver gets money is this nigga pays her. What are you gonna do? What is he gonna do? You gonna leave and fall in love, take your kids? Like, it was so much unrealistic.
Right.
Shit
So he could have told her anything he wanted to tell her after that.
Power was great for what it was. Power was great. It was entertaining. And I said I wasn't gonna watch.
I might run Power back just because.
I started
running back Curb. I started running back Curb last night.
Everything Power's been good, man. Everything Power's been very entertaining. Even the second season with Mary and Meth in it, and the jobs they're doing. But like I said,
also very unrealistic.
Very unrealistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where's your budget for clothes? Like, we just talked about Billions, how they did a list of everything they got on.
Yeah,
I know these lists.
Yeah,
y'all living in
y'all still living in Jamaica. Y'all still living in Jamaica, Queens. Like, yo, they had on something crazy every day. Every
outfit, the whole family.
Fur coat, Chanel, and you a block from the Ave.
You walking around with a $10,000 coat on? Like,
it's some unbelievable, but it's
and then Pops came home and he dipped out too.
Which was he supposed to be the head. He supposed to come home and have on, sweatpants or something. You was holding this down for me. You know what I'm saying? Sort me out when I get to the, when I hit the bricks like that. Sort me out immediately.
It's all entertaining, man. I mean, even the Tommy one, like I said, the Force. This one is called Force.
Yeah,
it's very because Tommy is mad funny to me. So he's always I enjoy that.
He's funny. He's funny in this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I said, I still him coming there to Chicago. Not no hick town, just pulling up on somebody, going to Chicago and being able to get in with not just black crews, but the Irish or whatever they are, the Irish or Italian. And now nobody has had you nowhere tied up yet. Well, they did actually.
Right.
Let me take that.
He has a black, and Tommy's not afraid to die. That's another thing. He's not afraid to die.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to die, and he got a black brother. I also like the dynamic with Diamond and his brother. Coming home and the younger brother's running shit and he's not, you know what I'm saying? I knew
that was gonna happen.
You know it's gonna be some issues. You know it's gonna be some issues. So I like what they're doing with that. So I just hope it, I hope it works out. And the guy they playing, the Flynn guy, he's been in mad movies. He's always a bad guy in mad movies.
No, he wasn't a bad guy in Gladiator.
Okay, right, one movie. One movie. But usually he's
smoking aces. He was a bad dude.
He's a bad guy in everything.
Once he got some facial hair, he just looks like a bad guy.
Yeah, he looks the part. He looks like
scar. But don't think he got a scar from here to here.
He got a real
It seems like the scar is growing out though. I just watched Gladiator. It was way more prevalent.
Oh, okay. No, I mean,
he's putting a beard on to cover that up so you can get some regular jobs. Like,
I think he gets the jobs because of that.
Yeah, that's what I think. So. I think he's been fine over here. I'm sure he's had a great career. Yeah. He's been in mad stuff. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I definitely look forward to finish watching this. The Force with Tommy. I think should be.
I just started Ozark and shit. I just started. I'm one at the end.
Yeah, it's definitely a great show. This is their last season too, right? It's their last season.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's gonna be like coming out in 2 parts. Like first.
Yeah, 2 parts.
Yep. So I mean, definitely a lot of shit to watch out there for real.
I just saw 50 have got another thing coming out, but it's not a gangster joint. You know what I'm saying? It's some type of like a regular movie.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah, I forgot.
Like a female lead in it or something too, I think.
Yeah. But it seemed like, I wish I could remember. But when I saw the idea, I was like, oh, okay. It's nice that, he switched speeds and it seemed like it was a good story, you know what I'm saying, that he was going to go to. So I gotta give Curtis some credit, man.
You got to.
Regardless of how you feel about what he putting out, he done put out some entertaining, like even For Life, even though he canceled that. I really liked For Life when we had.
I never watched it.
I don't want him to feel like he got to switch it up either.
Right.
Like you look at all the Law and Orders and like Law and Order been doing the same show for 30 years.
I saw somebody try to diss him about that, right? Like, oh, we got another gangster thing. I was like, you ever seen Judd Apatow's movies or Adam Sandler's movies? They the same exact thing over and over and over and over again. Frat boy humor.
I don't care. If you're good at it, stay at it. Like push your TV to death. Push your TV to death.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
And we have other stuff. We have gangster joints and we have other movies too.
I got plenty of other stuff to watch.
Black people, we not a monolith. We can do everything. You know what I'm saying? Just because 50 seems to have more notoriety than maybe Will Packer, don't mean that Will don't put out good stuff, or Jordan Peele doing stuff that he do, or
everybody got their lane.
Atlanta come back too.
Yeah, the next month in March. Yeah,
it's crazy. They took like a 3-year hiatus or something like that, right?
Donald be working, man.
Yeah, I think it's
and the other dude's been working too. I know.
I just watched the Eternals. I just watched the Eternals. What's his name was in that?
Yeah,
that boy nice.
Both of them.
Yeah,
all of them from that show are doing their own on different projects, and I see them, all the time, and that's dope. Yeah. But yeah, Lakeith Stanfield is talented.
Yeah, he's nice at that craft. Boy.
Yeah, he definitely nice at that, man. So, Knives 2 is coming out. He was in that. You ever saw Knives Out?
Knives Out.
Knives Out. Okay.
Yeah, Knives Out. Knives Out 2 is coming.
On Amazon or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Knives Out 2 is coming too. So.
Yo, did y'all peep the Jack Reacher joint or Reacher on Prime?
Nah.
No, I couldn't get into my man from. What's my man from The Office? The lead?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't recognize the guy who was the lead. I've never seen him before.
I didn't see him on The Office. I saw him in. He was in some Marvel joint, like some TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not Guardians of the Galaxy. What's the joint that they had used to come on at the same time? Actually, it wasn't in Marvel. It was DC. Used to come on at the same time as the Flash and Arrow came in that movie.
Shazam? No.
Not Shazam. It was a TV show. Came on CW. They used to have Flash. They had Arrow, and it was another thing like that. It's sort of like their version of Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was on that particular joint. I thought. Because he's a big dude, and he's a much more imposing.
Oh no, this is a different one. This is a different one.
This is based off the Tom Cruise Jack Reacher. I love all their movies. Yeah. So this is this is.
I think there was another Jack Reacher series.
Maybe before Tom Cruise thing, because it's based off a book.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
but Tom Cruise did 3 of them or 2 of them, and then
the movies were good. Like Tom was good in those movies.
So the series was excellent though. I
really it is. You watched it? Okay.
Yeah, I ran through that shit like a weekend. Some stuff I get into, and if I like it, and I got some time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes my kids be locked into their games, whatever like that. I got some time to watch some shit, or when they go to bed. But then I'm up until 2:00.
Yes, it's definitely so much stuff to watch now. I always gotta remember to DVR stuff, record stuff, and me and my wife always being like, what we got recorded, we need to watch, because it's always something we record that, because we never watch stuff exactly when it comes on. We never do that.
So you want to hear some funny thing? My lady does not watch TV or movies.
Oh, okay.
Like she can't, that's not her deal.
Right.
I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
right.
I could watch whatever and she'll just be on a computer, or she'll talk to her friend or something like that. So very rarely. The one thing that we watched together, I got her hooked on 24.
Wow.
24, great show.
Yeah. So I ran that back this a few years ago. Ran that back. And that's why she believes that now she's like, everything that goes on like in politics, she'll find a conspiracy theory behind it. Like she'll believe. No, listen, let me tell you some funny shit. Y'all remember the show Designated Survivor, right?
Yeah.
The last season of Designated Survivor, was they put some poison to something that only hurt people of color and stopped them from producing. And the problem and the reason why is because the white politicians are worried about white people becoming extinct and not having the power structure. This shit was the 3rd season of Designated Survivor, and that shit ain't been on TV in 3 years. And that's what's going on right now with them trying to, stop critical race theory and white people up putting videos saying, yo, y'all got to make more kids and stuff like that. That's why they don't like the intermingling of the races and shit like that, because they are phasing out slowly, surely. Now we gonna be going by the time they phase out, but my grandkids may be around when white people not the majority anymore, and they trying to stop that from doing, because that's gonna stop. That's why they trying to change voting laws and rights and all this other type of shit now. And the 3rd season of Designated Survivor talked about all that shit. And I had never thought about that before.
Right.
And about white people worrying about them not, it ain't enough of them, And my dad always used to say to me, like, their problem is they ain't fucking enough and they ain't having no kids. And they come to think. Now, mind you, he used to say this to me. Me and my dad would be on the phone. It'd be 1 o'clock in the morning his time. So it'd be, 10 o'clock my time. And, he'd be up, might have had a few drinks, whatever like that. My dad has never, anytime some shit racial happened, he called him, to talk about it. And I swear, this motherfucker been like Nostradamus, because a lot of stuff he's been saying over the years, he was talking about that shit about white people like phasing out 5-6 years ago. I used to think, pops, have a few drinks, whatever. And then you start seeing in the news and you start seeing other white people and you start seeing the rallies that they've been talking about. Their birth rates are extremely low, but people of color are fucking like rabbits and fucking their women like rabbits. And they are mixing the kids. And, once you get a little drop of us, it's going to be us. It's going to come out. It's going to look like he's something or she's something. So you don't got that pure white race that they wanted. You know what I mean? I'm right. Dead ass. No. We think it's silly because we like, y'all motherfuckers been in power since the beginning. Y'all set it up for y'all to be in power. So whether it's 10 million of y'all or 10 of y'all probably still figure out a way to do it that way anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a real issue for them, for some white people, not all of them. Let me not paint them all with that wide brush. But there are a bunch of, a nice group of white people out here that are very worried that soon America is not going to be the America that they.
Oh, I definitely believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely believe that. They are absolutely
that third season of Designated. I might run that shit back just cause.
That's crazy.
That third season.
I gotta watch. I didn't watch the 3rd season.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
You can see it on Netflix. They got it on Netflix now. That shit was right up this fucking alley right here. Like everything they was talking about. Like, and they put something in the water that only hurt us. And I don't know if it killed us or it sterilized us, but it was something like that. Maybe both of them. And that was something they were trying to do. And the president of the United States was of course it's TV, you got to put it crazy. And it sound far-fetched until we just had this orange motherfucker in the White House a few years ago. And the shit that he was doing, the shit that he tried to, so he called his attorney general the week of election day. Yo, can we get these machines? Like, can we take the machines out of here? And Barr was like, son, you wilding the fuck out. Like, you trying to send everybody to jail? Like, I don't even want to talk to you about this. Like, I don't want to hear that. So like, yo, you about to send everybody to jail. You didn't even asking the shit that you asking to do. So it's not crazy that a person can see that and then see him. Like, we would have never thought 10 years ago that somebody like that could even become president. Motherfucker was the president of the United States for 4 years. So a lot of shit could have happened. And think
it might be again.
Exactly. And think about what he did. He made a big action doing all this other silly shit. And then the Republicans that were underneath him were stacking these courts up with the judges that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. He put 2 judges on the Supreme Court. It's a lot of shit that they got through. You know what I'm saying? We was worrying about other shit. But they did their job. They don't have control of Congress now, but if whoever the next Republican is, because they ain't gonna put Kamala in office. Joe ain't getting another term because he's been a disaster. So it's like a Republican.
Now Russia Wallen.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. A Republican will probably be in office next. Some conservative, maybe the dude from Florida, something like that. He's wild as he is, DeSantis, and it's gonna be a totally different thing. Them trying to stop them. Son, there's some states that you could opt out of your kid learning about Black History Month. They try. So since they can't stop social media and regular people from talking about it, they're gonna stop it being taught in school. Like we got taught white people were the devil in school. No, we found out about it. You know what I'm saying? We learned about it just walking around. Now we got more access to seeing how foul that y'all are.
Mm-hmm. Did Justin draw that link of Farrakhan?
Talking to Mike Wallace?
Yeah.
That's an old clip, and that's a great clip.
Yeah, it's old, yeah.
Yep. Because the way he started off was cool. Like, now, Mr. Wallace. I think you should just be quiet. I think America should just keep their mouth shut. For you calling somebody the most corrupt nation in the world, you need to relax. And that was the greatest, that was the illest and most, like, the way he did it was just like, yo, you might want to think for a second. And then afterwards, I never saw the end when he said, I'm sorry, I get a little excited.
We're right back to chill. Like,
let me sit back and chill. You know what I'm saying? But I had to let you know you was out of your fucking mind just now. Talking about what you was talking about.
Like you forgot where we at.
Like all the shit, and he didn't even get into he just gave like 3 or 4 things. Like, hold up,
right?
Bing, 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 and y'all gonna call somebody else the most corrupt regime? Mr. Wallace,
right?
Come on now, you got yourself looking crazy out there.
Mr. Wallace.
But I already, like, in California, they was talking about teaching about, nicest way I'm gonna say it is alternative lifestyles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, my kids, mom, and they side of the family, they church-going people, grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying? My kid's grandfather is a minister, you know what I'm saying? He heard about that, and he was like, I hope I got some plans to teach my grandchildren at home, because that ain't happening. And I don't think you should learn about that kind of stuff in school. Sexuality and that kind of stuff. I think that kind of stuff should come from the home. Regardless of how it's taught. You know what I'm saying? I think that should come from your parent. Sensitive subjects like that. Do I think it should be taught? That's a whole nother question. Because my mom didn't teach me about homosexuals. That wasn't a big thing in our family. It wasn't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared. It's like, we got too much, as Black people, we got too much other shit to worry about to be thinking about oppressing somebody else because of who you sleep with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about what you're doing. I think my family was kind of the same way. Did we joke and all that shit? Yeah, but gay people didn't get any more jokes than what Black people got in my house. Nope. Everybody got it. You know what I'm saying? There is no, you won't get no pass. Old, young, man, woman, child. That's part of my family's makeup, the Elmores. We sting each other. That's how we bond, you know what I'm saying? So, even my cousin, I'm not pulling him out, but, he got a couple of darts in the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, and he would send them right back.
Right.
So it was like, I think that kind of toughened up. Nowadays, it seems like people are a little bit more sensitive to that kind of stuff, and maybe the jokes are a little bit more harsh and mean to demean a little bit. So now, I'm matured a little bit, so it's like, okay, I can find a way to sting this nigga without talking about, who he with.
Because some families do go overboard, and they really affect the people like that.
Our TTC family goes overboard.
Oh, well, that's,
we done pissed off a few of our brothers just because of our harsh jokes before. You know what I'm saying? All of us.
Absolutely.
Including the guy right there with the Mike Tyson t-shirt. Why trying to look like not me?
That's actually that's not a t-shirt. That's not a t-shirt of Mike Tyson. That's a t-shirt of the teeth dinging all our brothers at one time.
I throw no insults.
Whatever. We can detect tone through your text. And that's hard to do. And that's hard to do because we know you. That's hard to do, but we know you.
All day long.
The disrespect.
So I think some of that is, and in some ways, this me and Rob talk about this a lot, and you guys can chime in because we all in the same era. Right. Most people will look at some of the ways that we came up and they will call it toxic.
Yes. Right.
I get offended by that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it as, I wouldn't call it toxic. I think that the people around us were trying to prepare us for the shit that we were going to deal with once we got out of the nest. You know what I'm saying? Whether that been parents or friends or your uncles or OGs around the way or whatever like that. I think that they knew how harsh the world was. So they figured, well, if he could deal with anything here, when you get out of here, that's sort of how we felt in TTC. Like, look, I can say whatever I want about you, son, but can't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to defend you 100%. But when we are amongst each other, don't even get into none of that stuff. And I think that's how we kind of grew up. Now, there were some things that they might have said now that you look at back and be like, oh, someone's violent. But as you mature, I think you change that up. I wouldn't call it toxic. I think that it's sort of like maybe if your uncle or your grandfather got taught one way or he's seen something and he taught his sons, which would be my dad and uncle, to feel and act a certain way, it's only natural. And they both successful men. It's only natural that they would want to do the same thing to me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? And try to teach us the way that they did. Whether that been ways to. Okay.
Now I think you, like when you get older, the more you learn, has a big play in it.
Absolutely.
Like I used to get my ass whooped as a freaking
right
up until teens.
Right.
Like belt, like all types of shit. I've never hit my kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I can count on my one hand the amount of times I spanked them. And if I have spanked my kids, it was like when they was 2 and they got a pop because somebody tried to bite somebody or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't spank my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's not that I don't think it'll work. And I never thought that my mom was abusing me when she spanked me. Never.
Right.
No. I can't think of no time that I got beat that I didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that there's other ways to go about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather explore those other ways.
You've been exposed to other ways, right?
Yes.
That's what I think plays a big part.
Yeah.
Not that some of that shit was toxic. Like,
right. But we didn't
know smoke cigarettes in the house.
Right.
No, but that's literally toxic.
But that's life. That's life.
Right.
Life
I'm talking about the way
figurative and literal. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I'm talking about men more so than women. Like the way that we came up and the way that some of our, like the older guys in our neighborhood and our older family members, some of the stuff they told us are the reasons why we alive today. You know what I'm saying? Now, as we got older, we softened some of those stance a little bit. Like you said, Chief, you've learned other ways and you've matured and stuff like that. But I believe that foundation they set for us is important. Now it's up to us to learn, okay, well, he didn't mean literally take somebody's head off. He just meant, make sure you defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's ways you got to go about it and I think home takes care of a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you learn in the street shouldn't trump what you learn at home.
Yeah, I mean, most of us grow up because we imitate our surroundings, our atmosphere. We're influenced by those. So like you said, T, it might have been toxic, but a lot of times we didn't know better. And once we learn and we grow, and then we look back and be like, oh, that. But there were also during that time, there were a lot of gems dropped on us too, that we take with us that were great, and we still have with us to this day. It's trying to, I guess, keep it balanced or learning from your mistakes if it was a mistake. But then a lot of it is a difference of opinion too. I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Depending on
and
who
environment
you are.
too.
Right. Environment. That's key. Environment is key. So
I just don't ever remember being purposely mean towards somebody who was gay.
You might not think it's purposely mean, but
no. Listen, I don't even remember like being that guy who teased somebody who like that just wasn't my deal. I didn't like bullies. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of why they was bullying somebody. So I never played the role. Now, did I sting people? Yes, I stung people mercilessly. But like I said, I never was the type of person that you could say, oh, white just talks about these people or white just talks about this person. To me, what you did outside of that wasn't that. Matter of fact, I've called more people the F word that weren't gay. Probably 95%, if not more, that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody say, well, it's behind that. But nah, I didn't look at it as I'm calling him gay. I'm calling him something. And I didn't think that. And I knew a bunch of gay dudes, especially guys I grew up with. I knew one dude that was 6'4", 235 pounds with muscles. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't going to say nothing to him. You know what I mean? He'd have dragged you up and down the block. When we were coming up, say junior high school and high school, it was more of a taboo thing. You know what I'm saying? You would see a few people out in the neighborhood and all that, but it wasn't open like it is right now.
Oh no, definitely.
But even back then, it was like we didn't chastise them. Most of the time, those people, they were cool. There was people around the way that we knew. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, just because he do that don't mean that he ain't funny or he can't be around the way and snap or just be around. Like, y'all know, y'all grew up in the neighborhood, everybody cool with each other for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You may get into little things, but everybody cool. So it's like, us just watching somebody get picked on all the time is something that just didn't happen. You know what I mean? When you go around my way, you might get beat up by that person you pick on, like, and you never know. And today might be the day. You might have picked one of them Monday through Thursday.
Right.
Friday, he gonna get up from the lunch table. He gonna hit you in your mouth. And he gonna keep throwing punches until you stop, because he's scared. So while he hitting you, he probably crying and all that shit, but he beating your ass because he tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So most of the people around my way who were bullied, it was always something like that happened. It might not have happened soon. It might have happened a year or two later, maybe a month or two later. But eventually he got you back, or she got you back. That's just how it was. It was the law of averages. You can't bully somebody for 5 years and think sooner or later you're not going to do that. I never wanted to do. When I was younger, like maybe 4th or 5th grade, because I was short at the time before I had my tiny growth spurt. These dudes tried to tell me I had to bring them $1 to school, like every day. So I go to school one day, and he asked me for the $1. I think his name is Boom or whatever like that. He asked me for $1. I was like, I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you any money. He punched the shit out of me, right? In my chest, hard as hell, right? So he was like, make sure you bring me $1 tomorrow or something. Me being the guy that I am, I go to the garbage can, and remember the 16-ounce bottles of Tahitian Treat, the glass ones? I grabbed 2 of them shits and chased that nigga all around the park. Threw one, hit him in his back right here. Teacher grabbed me and shit. I seen him at the park. A day later, I go into the house, grab one of them long forks that your mom used to cook chicken with. Remember the ones? Chased him around the park again, poked him a couple times. I'm like, no, you're not gonna be bullying me. Seen him in school. I'm thinking, next thing, I got bottles in my bag like I'm a Decepticon or something. You know what I'm saying? He come over, put his hand out, shake my hand, say he don't want to fight with me. I was willing to fight him every day until he left me alone. And I think he knew that. Right. So I went home and told my dad, and I'm kind of, my chest kind of poked out this time because I backed him down. You know what I mean? He's like, what happened? So I told him the whole thing. Right. And he was like, I'm proud. You didn't, you didn't fucking get bullied and shit and get pushed around like that. I was like, nah, man. I was like, he told me to give him $1. I was like, and me being the candy nigga I was in the 4th of grade, like, and that's my Cherry Clan money. Right. It's my Cherry Clan and Alexander the Great money. You can't have it, man. Not today. And not for nothing, that's probably the last time I could think, like 4th, 5th grade, last time somebody tried to straight bully me. I wasn't no tough guy and nothing like that, but that wasn't gonna happen to me. I couldn't live with myself while I was home talking about, I gotta ask my mom for $1 to get this dude the next day.
Again, I don't realize how we got on this subject. I can't. I'm not even going to backtrack.
My teeth again.
No. But we about to get up out of here. We like 2 hours in, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. Get off my chest. Yeah, we got more stuff we need to talk about, but we'll get to it to the next episode. So
Before we go, let me shout out my man G Martin for the Morgan merch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see him on Morgan. Check that out.
Oh, G did that?
Yeah, G did this.
Okay.
Got these t-shirt. Yeah, I'm about to get a t-shirt and shit.
Nice. Shout out to
him. I need one of those you got on though. Just let me know what the ticket is and I'll send it to you.
Gotcha. Just came in, baby.
I got the hoodie. I got the black and white hoodie though. I got that.
And today also is my youngest daughter Kai's 12th birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Happy birthday, Kai. 12 years, man. I remember when she was a baby.
It's me and you both.
Yo. You give her 1,200?
My baby was born in St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica in room 112 at 112 p.m.
That's crazy.
Wow. So I love you, baby. We're going to turn it up tonight.
That's dope. So, we about to get out of here. Like always, y'all, we want y'all to like, share, subscribe. We need to continue to grow this thing because y'all are our family. So until next time, peace.
Peace.